says that we daven 3 times a day, and it is keneged, it corresponds to the 3 meals that a person eats. We eat breakfast, we eat lunch, and we eat dinner. And if we don't eat those 3 meals, we're hungry. We're missing something. And likewise, spiritually, we need food every day. We need in the morning to start ourselves off with the Tefilah Shachris, to get that spiritual food. And then we get hungry again, we go out into the world, we're working, we get involved in all kinds of other things. So we need lunch, and that's Tefilah Mincha. And then at night, when we come home, we have to again regenerate ourselves, and that's the Tefilah of Ma'ariv. But how do you get that food? How do you get that nourishment, that spiritual nourishment? So I think the first thing we have to understand when we start davening is we have to understand what davening is. The Rambam says there's 2 kavanas that a person has to have. The Reb Chaim, it's the second Reb Chaim, Reb Chaim Alevi Soloveitchik, he explains what these 2 kavanas are. So one kavana is a simple kavana that we have to understand the words that we say. We have to think about the words that we're saying. And he says that kavana is essential, it's ma'akev in at least the first bracha. You should try to have it through the whole tefillah, but at least you got to focus on the words really good the first bracha. But there's another kavana, Reb Chaim says, and that kavana, he says, is ma'akev through the whole tefillah. You have to have that kavana. And he says that kavana, he quotes from the Rambam, and the Rambam says an unbelievable thing. The Rambam says, Umayi ha-kavana. Mayi ha-kavana, sheyifane es libo mikol ha-machshavos. A person has to disconnect himself from all of the thoughts. V'yira atzmo kilu oimed lifnei hashchina. A person has to feel before he's davening, you got to stop, you got to block everything out, and you just got to focus that I'm right now standing in front of the Kadosh Baruch Hu, and I have the schus, I have the privilege. Whoa! I can talk to a Kadosh Baruch Hu. I can mamish speak to a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And that's a kavanah a person has to have through the whole tefillah. And the Rambam says if a person doesn't feel that, he doesn't realize I'm standing in front of Hashem, I'm speaking to a Kadosh Baruch Hu. He says, you're not missing a kavanah, you're not davening b'chlal. Davening is speaking to Hashem. We open up our hearts, we disconnect from everything that's going on, and we're just, whoa! I'm connecting. I'm speaking to the Rebbeinu Shalom. He's listening to me. I'm doing crazy things. I'm in a different world. That's, I think, what Rabbi Yochanan says, Kol hasomich gulu l'tefillah, ezu ben olam haba. You're living, now you're living in olam haba. You're connected with a spiritual world. You connect with a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And so many times, I know you come into davening, you're busy, you're thinking, you got all kinds of things, and we don't disconnect, and we don't stop and say, 1 second. This is a crazy opportunity. It's an unbelievable opportunity. I'm now going to connect with a Kadosh Baruch Hu. And that's what we have to do. And that is the first thing that we do in Tefilah. We stop, we stand, and we turn to a Kadosh Baruch Hu, and we say, Hashem, sifosai tiftach. Kadosh Baruch Hu, please, my lips. I've spoken all kinds of crazy things. I'm totally out of the spiritual world. I'm working, I'm busy, I'm doing things. But right now, Hashem, please, help me open up those lips. Hashem, sifosai tiftach. Right? And I will say your praises. That let me connect and speak to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. That is what Tefilah is. And that's what we got to do. Hashem's tiftach, help me open up those lips. Rabbi say, that is the first thing we got to do. It's Hashem. The next time we walk into shul, we should realize we're going into a holy place. Not just a physically holy place, but it's not just the shul is a holy place, but we are going to take ourselves and pick ourselves up and lift ourselves up to a me'ein olam haba, to a high spiritual place. And if we do that, we will be feeling, mamish, what olam haba is down in this world.